Okay, so we have Sergio over to taste some mangoes today. Now, Sergio, could you tell us a little bit about your background? I know that you're almost bilingual and that your parents came from Puerto Rico, is that right?
That's right.
You're born here?
Yes.
And you've been eating mangoes for a while?
Yes. So I grew up in Homestead, where there's lots of mangoes. Growing up, behind us I could remember vividly a Valencia Pride tree. I could distinctly remember the shape. Even after Hurricane Andrew, it was still there. Or it might have been that the neighbor replanted it, but I remember growing up.
The supply was still there.
It was, yes. And so that's how I got into mangoes originally. My dad would take the mango, and I remember he would cut them in a hedgehog shape, and he would flip the skin, and that was just one of my favorite things growing up. That's one of my earliest memories with mangoes, and one of my most favorite, if not my most favorite.
So Valencia Pride probably is still near and dear to your heart.
It is.
So what other varieties of mango have you come to love?
See, this has been tough because last year we had a weird year, and mangoes that I said I hated last year, I actually fell in love with. And it's been quite different.
Confusing.
It's very, and I really see what people mean about you have to try them every year, or you got to try each one in different seasons and from different groves or places. But
there can be a big difference in flavors. Certainly on some varieties, but there's at least a subtle difference of flavors on almost every variety. So it's, one of the ones that comes to my mind is the Malika or Malika, and in different parts of the county it has very different flavors. And so, you might not like it from one place, but like it from another. So, but anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry I interrupted.
No, you didn't.
So, what are the varieties that, if you just had to name a few varieties that you really are fond of, what would they be?
First off the top of my head is definitely Dot. That has to be my favorite mango, for sure. Something intense in flavor. Those are the ones I really like. Dot, Super Alfonso, stuff that like blows my mind. Phoenix is amazing. All the Indo-Chinese flavors I tend to like. Angie, but then it depends on the season. Lemon meringue. I tend to like spicy or resinous flavor, so Kathy. Just recently trying the St. Maui, that's amazing. So it depends what we're talking about. If you're talking season or flavor profiles, I think there's not too many that I don't like anymore, to be quite honest.
What flavors are you not as drawn to? I mean, you would eat any mango probably, because mangoes are really good, but some would have higher priority. What would have lower priority?
I just had it left my mind. Ice cream used to, they used to have not weird, but a very unique flavor. Up until last year, it was one of the ones that I said I absolutely hated, and last year I loved it. Same thing with, it was that one and another one. I can't remember. But I guess maybe classic or washed out flavors of mango. If they get really washed out with too much rain, I won't tend to like them, because I like that intense sugariness in a mango. So maybe Glens every now and then. But Glens are amazing when we have dry weather. So it really depends on the season as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Ice cream, and I can't remember the other one. It's going to bug me now.
Yeah, you're going to text me in the middle of the night. That's
what it was.
Yes.
That variety.
Okay, great. So are you ready to taste some mangoes?
Absolutely.
I'm hoping that at least some of them you haven't tried yet.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with this big, gorgeous one. It's a beautiful color.
So excited. I know you can't see it on the camera, but I'm very self-contained.
Okay. Oops, there we
Thank
go.
you. Cheers. Thank you. I'm not picking on anything right away. It's just super sweet. Definitely classic, but it's good.
Very smooth consistency. You know, you don't get any roughness at all, no fibers.
No fiber. I just can't pick up on what kind of profile other than classic. I want to say almost Edward-like. Or it's like soft and almost coconut.
Yeah, there's some fruity flavors in there too.
I can't tell what it is, but it's good.
So I say, you might not have had this one before.
No, but I love it down to the skin even. Most classics you can't eat them like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
They'll be a little
We have
little towards the skin.
a big stack of napkins for this very occasion. Yeah, this is actually Marlys. So beautiful, beautiful fruit. Now it's sometimes called all summer long because it has a long season. It doesn't have a season that goes all summer long, though.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, it is. You know, it's a fairly long season, but I would say possibly 2 months at the most. I think.
Okay. It's really good. Really rich, but not like overly sweet.
So try a different one here.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Actually, trying this, I see some of the more other flavor profiles. I like fruity and even cantaloupe-like. I'm getting like a cantaloupe type of flavor, melon flavor.
Very juicy. No fiber. And is there another variety of mango that it sort of reminds you of?
A few, because it's slightly resinous towards the skin, so it has like an Indo-Chinese flavor towards the bottom. I wanted to say Kathy, or even Carrie-like, or it's almost spicy in flavor. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, a lot of years it definitely has a lot of similarities to Carrie. But I can see where you'd think it has something else here too, like Kathy, because it's more the consistency of Kathy, I would say. Very juicy, smooth. Carrie, of course, is very smooth too, but it's slightly, like generally has a more concentrated flavor than this, and but yeah, it seems like it's in the same flavor family.
Very rich.
Yeah.
It's very rich in flavor that comes through.
And very juicy.
Yeah, and juicy.
It's a one napkin fruit. One slice, one napkin, right?
It's really good. What was it?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's Ugly Betty. Forgot to mention that.
Okay.
So we're just getting the first few Ugly Betties.
So if you like Carrie, Ugly Betty would be really good too.
Yeah, unfortunately, unfortunately, Carrie season's coming to an end, but fortunately, Ugly Betty's a little bit later than Carrie. There's a little bit of overlap, but it's a good next fruit for the Carrie fans out there. Yeah.
This one's really juicy too. Well, that one kind of blew me away in flavor. Definitely creamy and almost coconutty. It reminds me of Julie. No, but it's different towards the skin. I think I know what it is. Is it Juliet?
You got it.
I love this one. That's one that I tend to forget and overlook. This one's really good. I think this is an underrated mango.
Yeah, it seems that everybody who likes Julie likes Juliet. But Juliet is a cross between Julie and Gary mango, and you mentioned the coconut flavor, which Julie does have some coconut flavor in it, but this is more pronounced because of the Gary being a coconut flavored mango.
I think my mom would love this. I might have to talk to you about getting this variety later. Because I know my mom likes coconut flavored ones. My dad tends to favor like pineapple flavored ones and classic. Pineapple classic.
So if you get the coconut and the pineapple together, then everybody's happy, right?
That's been the plan too. This is amazing though. Wow. I almost don't want to throw the skin away, it's that good.
So this is going to be, I don't often see this marking at the top, so I'm guessing it'll just affect that fruit that's up there, but we will see. Okay. It might just be superficial too, a little tougher to cut through. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's going into the flesh at all.
No. I love that. You learn something new. Don't judge a mango by the skin.
Skin is only skin deep.
That's right. Cheers. Thank you.
It's nice how you see the difference in color here. You have the yellow near the skin and then orange closer to the seed. It's just very, very pretty colors.
Not only that, I've noticed in those different layers, you get different flavor tones too, which is what I love. The lighter colors is a little bit chalkier, and I tend to like that. Not always. But usually chalky. That's good. It's like chalky and fruity. It's really good.
So do you think you've had that particular variety before?
I want to say yes, but I'm not. It's not drawing a bell. I can't tell what it is. Like, I know that it's really good, but I can't tell if I've had it before.
I don't think you have. I know you've tried some of our experimental fruit, and I don't think you've tried this one. It's just sort of temporarily labeled monkey, and so it's hard noticed next to the skin that it tasted a lot like orange essence skin. So might have a parent in orange essence. But anyway, that's just, I wanted to tell you that you weren't responsible for comparing it to previous ones that you've had of that variety, because it's new.
Okay. It's really good.
So did you pick up on any orange flavors in that, or it was just more just a different flavor profile in general, or what?
Slight orange, a little bit more creamy.
Mm-hmm.
Creamy and chalky, almost like an orange creamsicle, now that you mentioned that. It's like very concentrated by the skin, you mentioned, but it's really good. Even by the skin, I loved it. It's really good.
Oh, good.
The monkey, the monkey mango.
Yeah.
No, I know.
It's let's do this one. Looks quite nice.
Oh, that's really yellow.
Oh, we're just clink the mangoes.
Can you edit a clink in?
That would be fun.
Now I know some people might not understand this, but this is like drier, like a dry mango. It's not like overly juicy, but it's good.
You only need a half a napkin for a slice, right?
Because how do you describe like dry as in mango? And most people won't understand that.
Yeah, I mean it's juicy, but it's just not dripping juice, and so it's and it's a fairly firm mango. There's no fiber in it.
No.
But it's just some mango varieties just melt in your mouth. And this one, I mean, eventually it would melt. But, you need to either, chew it or something eventually. It's not because of it having fiber or anything like that. It's just that it's just not as, it doesn't get as mushy quickly or something, as a lot of other varieties do.
I like it. It's refreshing. It's almost like citrus in tone. It's really good and sweet.
Yeah, it definitely no classic mango flavors in it, but general fruity flavors. I think of it with just a really refreshing mango. If you were at a mango tasting and you had a couple of classic Indian varieties, it would be good to throw that one in to reset your brain on what you're tasting, because it's a good mango, but that one happens to be Pim Seng Mun, and that's often eaten green.
Really?
Yeah, and because it's sweet green and crunchy and such, with the chili powder and in oils and fish. They make a sauce, a savory sauce, and they dip in slices and eat that in Thailand.
That sounds really good.
So
I like that level of ripeness, though. Usually when I have them, they're almost like squishy, and they can be a little like off-putting in flavor. But that's really good. I like it at that level, almost slightly underripe.
Yeah, it's good at every level of ripeness. That particular variety.
So a lot of it gets sold as green too, though.
Yeah, I have Thai customers that really don't want anything to do with the ripe fruit because they have grown up eating it with the spicy sauce, the fish sauce, and had chili peppers and different things in it, and that's just how it is. That's what they, that's those early childhood flavors sometimes just carry through, and so that's what a lot, like most of the Thai customers want it green, but most of the people that are not from Thailand like it ripe.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that the people from Thailand would probably like it ripe too. It's just that they're used to eating it that certain way. So. Mm. I was just checking. I think.
It's good.
Yeah, you okay? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get. Oops. I was trying to get a shallow piece. But here, let me switch with you because that one's bigger, and you need the calories.
What is this? What is this?
Well, I mean, we'll talk about the names later, but what's your impression?
Pretty mind-blowing. It's overly sweet, like I love, but it's very complex, but super sweet and juicy. This is really amazing.
It's going to be at least a 1 napkin slice.
Is that fruit punch? I'm picking up on fruity flavors towards the top.
No, this is actually Piña Colada. It is the mango that is going to be the perfect mango for your parents because it's got the pineapple and the coconut in it. If there's ever an argument about mangoes, you bring out the Piña Colada and then everything is good, right?
That's awesome. That blew my mind. Towards the top of the skin, it had like the pineapple and the coconut I got towards here where it was good and intense in flavor, but up here it was very complex and different. That's why I said fruit punch, even though I know the shape's not fruit punch.
Mm-hmm. The texture's not really fruit punch either, but they both have, I can see that there's some similarities in the flavor.
This is really good.
So it turns out that Piña Colada is a cross between Dot and Gary. And so you were just mentioning how much you like Dot. And so when you said that, I thought, oh, he's going to like this one. I knew you'd like it anyway, but
Thank
yes.
you.
So anyway, so we've got 6 varieties that we tasted. And could you just sort of
Rate or place them in order?
Yeah, or at least the top 3 standouts or whatever.
Piña Colada is immediate number 1. That's an easy one. Yeah.
This is also part of the program. It's being the napkin weight at the moment, but it doesn't want to be left out.
No, I know. I'm trying to decide between that one and the Ugly Betty. Juliet was probably my second. See, that's a tough one.
Just pointing to everything here.
Even the monkey with Juliet is tie for 2, because I'm having trouble deciding. I would go Piña Colada for 1, Juliet and monkey with 2, and then Ugly Betty and Pim Seng Mun with the Marlys in number 3. As far as how I would choose or go after them for the profiles that I like, flavor profiles. They were all really good. That's why I keep going back and forth. It's like it's super tough. I'm very blessed to be able to try these. They're really good. It's hard to pick, even placing them in order. But Piña Colada, I think that's an easy one.
Okay, so that's number one, and everything else is number 2 or 3.
For now, it's really hard.
Obviously, there's more. You have to study these a lot more, right?
You study.
Have to eat a lot of mangoes,
Yes.
and then really do the research. I guess that is right. Hands-on research.
Yes, those are the right words. I love it.
Well, thank you very much, Sergio. Appreciate you giving us your opinions of the different fruits and the different varieties of mangoes. And it's always nice to see you also.
Same here. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.